This was a somewhat sensitive story behind the story because you're dealing with families that are going through a lot of pain and loss and things that, a lot of people just don't go through. And there's a feeling of desperation. And so you really have to be careful with how you speak to them and be very upfront with them about what you are planning to do for the piece. When we were first given these numbers by the Toronto I unit, we were shocked to see that there was 2,500 missing people in British Columbia over the past decades. And so we decided to set out and speak to people who were currently looking for loved ones or people who had lost loved ones in the past. And what we found are people who are incredibly determined to get some kind of closure, some kind of answer to what happened to their loved one. And that's shown in the piece, I think, on the farm in Vernon, where you have Dennis Aubertin, the father of one of the missing girls from Sicamous, trying to bash a door down with his using his body because he just needs some kind of answer. He needs to know what happened to his daughter. And that sort of determination and desperation is something that we found in all of the families that we spoke to. So we decided one of the things this story had to do was talk about the struggles that these families go through and how they're on their own. Long after the headlines have stopped, after the official police searches have stopped, they keep looking, and they do it on their own with little help from the government, with little help from local police. They do get help from local communities as well as friends and neighbors in terms of fundraising, but other than that, they're really on their own. We felt this was a story that needed to be told, especially considering that the friends and family of the dozen or so people that we looked into represent just a handful of those who have gone missing in British Columbia.